Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to all you geeks and degenerates. And yes, what's happened?
Huh?
Did you say something?
No. Go on.
Okay.
Go on.
And as you saw in the title of today's video, we're doing Rurouni Kenshin, the first one.
Yes. And I kind of dressed up for this one. Yay. Well,
Yeah,
actually, you saw this in the last video, the last samurai. So yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Carry on.
So yeah, since you're most excited to talk about this movie, Jomer, tell me how you first heard about this movie and what do you think of the movie overall?
Oh, I remember it came out like around 2013, and I did not know anything about Rurouni Kenshin or Samurai X at that point because I was like a little too young when it first came out, and it kind of went under my radar. So I wasn't really so hyped for it until I watched fight scenes, and then some people who were choreographers started talking about Rurouni Kenshin. I was like, damn, I'm missing out. Yeah, so it was around like last year when I started fully watching Samurai X, the actual series, and the movies for comparison. And this one,
Okay.
it's really good. It's really good to the source material. Right.
Yeah,
That was my.
the only time I heard about it is when we were doing our Star Wars video and you were telling us about what good sword fighting is, and I was like, what's Rurouni Kenshin? And then I saw it was coming to Netflix. I was like, you know what, I'll check it out. And god damn, it's pretty good. I really like it.
See, and when I was telling you to watch it, you're like, yeah, I'll watch it. I'm like, okay, because you do this every time I recommend you a video. Is, oh, hey man, I like this movie. You should try it out because I think you will like it too. Okay, when I have the time. And then once you actually watch it, you're gonna be like, oh, this shit is amazing. I'm like, I'm fucking telling you.
Yeah, but it
It
came
would
to
take me like
Netflix.
2 years to actually watch it.
Well, this time it took me like a month. I
Okay,
mean, it
yeah.
came to
No, not really a
Netflix.
month, a couple of months.
Yeah. I mean, it came to Netflix recently. I was like, why not? I'll check it out. And then maybe, who knows? Maybe as time goes on, I'll just watch the rest of them. But yeah, I really do like the
Yeah.
first movie. It made a really strong impression on me, and we'll talk about more about the details as we go on in this video. Let's start out with the positive, since I think we have more positive things to say than negative things between you and I.
Oh,
So
sorry, testing mic. I thought my mic went off on me.
that's fine.
Yeah.
So why don't you lead us off with the positives, Jomer?
Oh, alright. Fuck. Choreography, casting. Okay, a little bit of problem with the casting, but not with Rurouni, not with Kenshin Himura. The actor is so fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see like, do you see videos of him actually doing the choreography?
I haven't gotten to that yet.
Dude, like it's raw footage of them in a warehouse practicing choreography, and it's the actual actor doing all this shit. And I'm like, well, of course there will be a stunt double from here to there, um, but knowing that the actual actor is running around and doing all these flips and shit, and all the sword fighting,
It invokes a sense of realism, to know that the actor's actually there.
yeah, and yeah, the choreography is amazing. Costume designs also because they were very accurate in the show. So
Yes.
that's nice. Except for what's her name? Kaoru or the
Fencing lady?
the the fencing lady. Her name
Karo.
always escapes me.
Yeah.
Kaoru. She. I was expecting her to have more jet black hair, but that's that's pretty much it. Sorry, I almost dropped something. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to see the anime yet. Maybe someday I will, as we as I go along my journey of watching more of the movies. But
Mm,
I do agree that the choreography in this movie is fucking spectacular.
yeah.
Just the sword fights, just that one scene when Kenshin is taking all those samurais out in the fencing center, with no katana of his own. Almost, he has his inverted katana, and he just swatting guys left and right.
The saga battle.
Yes, yes.
And
And
I'm just saying,
the
like,
costumes are pretty good. I mean, again, I don't know nothing about the
what?
anime. The costumes are pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I know nothing about the anime, but like, seeing how they capture the time period, it's pretty cool.
I will say that in the anime, they do the stories you see in the movies are pretty accurate. Okay, sometimes they're not in location, like proper location. Sometimes it's a little bit off from here to there, but it does. It kind of shows you something new since if you're somebody who watched the anime, it is something new to see, but it's still the same story. And yeah, everything's like kind of does uh does honor like the source material, and the actual anime it delves in more deep into uh the story. Well, of course it does. But I mean, like in the movie, it kind of cuts from here to there. But of course, it's a 2-hour movie. You can't put everything in there. But I really, dude, I suggest you should watch the Samurai X. That's what that. Just type that in, you'll find this show.
All right.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this was based on an anime, so props have to be given to them to, as you say in your own words, how they to make a good movie out of this, because it's very rare that you know the movies do good jobs. Hardly, not a lot of movies do good jobs in adapting animation to live action. We've seen that a shit ton of times already with shit like The Last Airbender, fucking Dragon Ball, and Death Note. All those movies are like, oh my god. But this one, from what I've gotten from what you said, they do a proper job at adapting the source material, and props have to be given to them.
Yeah, very much. Then I will say this is done by Warner Bros. And we had to talk, or like, it was on our Gundam video when you said that, Warner Bros. Is gonna be in charge of
the live action
making
Gundam movie.
The live action, yeah. Okay, fine. Warner Bros. If you make it like this, please stick to it. Like, because the Kenshin, the Rurouni Kenshin movies, from the first movie to the last, it's just up. Like, it is a good movie the entire way. Like, it gets better and better and better and better. And I was like, God damn, it is so good. We'll save those reviews for later, for another video.
Sometime in the future, of course.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, okay, Warner Bros., you did good with Rurouni Kenshin. Can you please do that with Gundam? Please.
Let's talk about the characters for a bit. Let's start with Kenshin himself, otherwise known as Batusai, the killer. Batusai.
Yeah. I love it that they give us a little bit of a taste of why he got that name.
Yes.
Dude, I was like, he is effective as a killer.
Yeah.
Like, really effective.
In the beginning and in that flashback they have in the movie when he's running towards those men and he's just cutting them down like fucking paper. Like, oh Jesus Christ, this guy's effective and efficient.
I don't know if you've noticed, like, the reason why we like the character Kenshin and why he's like, oh, I don't kill. I will say, hitting somebody with a hard piece of metal, even though if it is blunt, can still kill. But like, I guess he's trained enough to know how much
force. He's kind of like Batman in that sense. He knows how much punishment to deal with.
This is why I like this movie, is because I'm a Batman fan, and then this guy is very much Samurai Batman. But I don't know if you've noticed, and you will notice it throughout the rest of the movies, is that there are people who are going to be like on par with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like these villains are going to be like, oh, these guys are going to be hard to kill. No, they're not. For Kenshin, it's not. Yeah, sure, they have a long ass fight scene, but like if you notice that his sword is not sharp and he hits them effectively.
Yeah.
So if that thing was sharp, they would have been dead
a long time.
a long time ago. It's just that the blunt side is just, holding him back. And then, yeah, it's just, I love that. If the entire movie Kenshin had just had a regular sword, the movie would have been way shorter. Yeah, insane. Yeah, I also love his like once he finally got to the Meiji area period where there is government. It's not the shogunate anymore.
Yeah, it's more kind to lean more towards the western side of things.
Yeah, and this is like somewhat the same time period as the Last Samurai. Which
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and he just puts down the sword and he's like, I don't want to kill anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he has killed so many. I don't know if you know they will show the backstory in other movies, but Kenshin has killed so many just to get to where they are, like to have a government or like to change the tide of Japan. And that's why Batasai is such a big deal in this movie. I really
Yes.
love it. Yeah.
Stick
How about you,
with.
man? Like, what do you like about him?
Oh, he's just such a likable character. At the end of the day, I'm sorry, it's not like Batman going, "Oh, my parents are dead. I must not kill him. I'm sad." No, he's a happy-go-lucky dude who knows how to deal business at the end of the day. But it's important to make a character like this likable at times when it fits the story.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm just saying, you will see the duality of the Batasai. This is why I love this fucking movie so much. The duality of Kenshin. When he is the Batasai, dude is nothing like what he is now. Like, he is not the happy-go-lucky guy. He is just deadpan, 1,000-yard stare assassin.
Okay.
You'll see that in the other movies. Because they will, flesh out his character a little bit more. But then you compare him to Kenshin Imura, the Wanderer. And this guy is just happy. He's eating like street food and he's smiling and he's very nice to people. He's very polite. But you don't know that this dude was just straight up killed maybe
One of the
thousands
deadliest
already.
people on the planet.
No, well, I would say Japan. I don't know about the planet.
True.
Yeah. And sorry, I have a lot to say about the characters. We could go on forever with this video.
True.
Anyway, let's move on.
What do you think of?
Yeah, Kaoru. That's right. Yeah, she was okay.
Are you comparing her to her anime stuff or just in general?
Just in general. I'll leave out the anime. I don't want to compare anime to all the time.
Live action.
Yeah, her character was kind of like more of the damsel in distress.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of wish she kind of, put up more of a fight. Which she kind of did in the anime. But yeah, she was still kind of the damsel in distress in the anime. But like, I kind of wish they kind of made her fight more.
And she kind of has the same views as Kenshin, I don't kill with a sword. Or my father taught me that the way of the blade is not to end life, but like to celebrate it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I was like, wow, you remembered. You remembered the writing on the dojo. Because I didn't. Yeah. Ah, God.
It's an interesting way to look at what a sword does. And I was like, I saw that, I heard that, I was like, sure.
I can't wait for you to try out the second. Ah, God, I just thought.
I
Yeah, but
also do like
Kaoru
the
was
police. I do like the police chief too.
the police chief. Yeah. Fucking Hajime Saito.
Yeah,
Saito. He's a fucking badass.
like he's like, I know you're still a killer. Underneath, like, just give Kenshin a chance, man.
And
Leave him alone.
I love how even in the live action he has that one streak of long hair, and I was like, yeah. And he does that move where he's doing this.
Yeah. And he kind of shows
If you watch
how
anime, like, what?
he kind of shows Kenshin the problem with his katanas. Like, Yeah, it's the sharp parts on the back, but when someone presses it against you, what are you gonna do? What the fuck are you supposed to do? It's like,
Yeah, but
well, shit.
it's a metaphor, though.
It is, but
It reminds Kenshin that the battle side in the past, which is the sharp part, so it's back, and the newer him, who is pretty much a pacifist, and its blunt side, which is to the front, which is
yeah,
him
but
going forward.
when you're doing someone there pressing the blades against you, it's like, oh fuck, I'm gonna die by the back end. And you see it.
No, but
It cuts
you
into his
don't know.
shoulder.
Yeah, but dude, think about it. If Kenshin was like didn't care, Saito would have been dead.
True. I'm just saying, in terms of it being a sword, it's like, it's cool that it's designed that way, but like, it's not very practical.
It's not. He could have just had like a long piece of rod.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have had like a bow stick or something. But no, I kind of like it, though. I like the message it's sending. It's yeah, it is very stylized kind of metaphor, but like it's still kind of the sword is Kenshin
True.
in general. So
It reflects
has a lot
what
of
he is
metaphors.
now.
Yeah, yeah. And
Any other good guys you want to talk about before we move on to the villains?
no, because for me there's the character Sanosuke, but it's more of a gripe than a praise.
Okay.
Or do you want me to save that for like the negatives?
Let's just save it for negatives, or like,
Alright.
yeah.
Who else is a good character here? The main villains. Oh, wait, right, we're going to the villains.
I mean, if you want to touch on the villains, sure.
Yeah, we can move on.
Yeah.
Let's go to the villains. Yeah, how about you? Who's your favorite villain? Like, from
I like the guy who's the imposter Batasai for a while.
and the
Takes-
bastardization of what's the thing.
Yeah, takes out like
Yeah.
100 police
officers.
officers for officers, man.
And I
They just
love
have
the
wooden
idea that-
sticks and he's a fucking katana. It's like, you have no chance.
Do you notice, like, in this movie, they use a lot of, they're like somewhat kind of mystic powers, but not really. Like, this is
Yeah.
supposed to be like a very real world kind of, what's this? A real world kind of setting. But then there are somewhat kind of mystic powers.
Yeah, like his ability to freeze people.
Yeah, like he stares into them and then they kind of freeze because they're so scared of him.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot it.
kind of like the power, Seb used to have. I'm kidding.
Oh, no. You ain't wrong.
Hey Seb, what's up?
That he said.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's
like,
cool, don't worry, people.
Yeah. I mean, he could still do it, but
Yeah, sure. There's no doubt, but he's much cooler now.
yeah. But yeah, I like that villain.
Yeah. I hate the fucking businessman. Same with the Last Samurai. I hate the businessman, apparently.
I don't know. I'm so bothered by his teeth.
Yeah, it's the hair and teeth combo that bother me. Like, why
Yeah.
is it like that?
Every time he would like grab like his pipe here,
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh, I hate looking at your mouth. But like, I love the slaughter fest when like villains just go into a room filled with unaware people and then they just get destroyed.
Right.
And again, the whole not tatami, like the paper window, sliding door, and you'll just see a blood spray across it. I was like,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I like how the business guy, his secret weapon is fucking, modern armament. Modern armament in the form of a Gatling gun.
Yeah, again,
I mean, I kind of question the fact that they can outrun a Gatling gun. I know it's supposed to be realistic with a hint of fantasy, but that's a bit too fantastical for me. It's like, I'm not sure if you can do that in real life. But sure, I'll
I mean,
decide.
okay, if it was on rails, sure. But remember, this game was. Oh yeah, it is on.
It's on rails. He was starting it, man.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess you remember, Kenshin is fast. I can see us running from a gat to a certain point, but I don't think we could outrun it forever.
I mean, suspension of disbelief, I guess. Like, sure, whatever.
Don't you see that? Like, don't you see Kenshin though? Like, when somebody pulls a gun in his face, he just dodges it. I'm like, okay.
I mean,
I don't know. I just love seeing that. Somebody points a gun at him, point blank, and he just goes like this. I was like, that's so fucking badass.
I mean, if I allow Batman to do that, I should let Kenshin do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
I do like that
Yeah.
last fight where there's like different bosses for each
Oh
level.
yeah. Yeah. There was the monk.
Yeah.
There was also the guy with the guns.
I like the
Who
scene
poisoned the well.
the fucking monk where it's like Kenshin's buddy's like, wait, let's take a break. I need to fucking eat. Here, you want to fucking eat?
He was like, you want one? He was like, nah, I'm a vegetarian. Okay, suit yourself. But he like grabbed like sake and
Yeah.
shared it with the monk. I was like, I like this.
Yeah.
And then they just go back at it. Like, dude, you'll always keep seeing fucking fuck, what's his name again? Sanosuke. Sanosuke. Yeah, whatever. You'll keep seeing him beating shit. Like, his face is always bruised. There's always blood on his face. Every time he's always in a fight, he's just fucked.
But he keeps going.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he keeps
he's
going.
fucking Captain America. Like, I can do this all day.
Yeah.
And going back for a bit, I do like the opening battle of the last act where they're just taking on the disgraced samurai all around them. And
Yeah.
fucking Kenshin is just sliding across the floor, doing all these combo moves. You're like, god damn, this movie's pretty good. Fucking choreography.
I love it though. Just like Kenshin just pack.
Yeah.
He's just hitting the guys just left and right. And sometimes questionable force. Like at some points he just flicks it and the guy flies. And I'm like,
It works differently for everyone, I guess.
how hard does he? Like how hard does Kenshin? Please help. And we also have that character. What's her name? What, Megumi or something like that.
Yeah. That's
Yeah. Megumi there. I see her. Yeah. She was an okay character. She didn't really stand out.
yeah, she didn't really stand out. But yeah, again, the choreography is fucking amazing. Even the wire work sometimes. I was like, sometimes wire works bother me, but in this one I was like, I buy it. It's believable effects.
Do you love it when Kenshin does his side run?
Yes, I do.
where he has a little bit too much inertia, so he runs like this on the floor.
Yeah, it's like, you know what, dog? I buy it. I believe it.
It's like, okay, I guess he runs so fast that he needs to drift.
What do you think of the last duel between Kenshin and fake Batusai?
Dude, that shit was sick. Like, I watched this in front of my mom. My mom sat down and started watching it with, and she was like, and she's into those kind of, like, that kind of time period, like where it's kind of Orient,
Mm-hmm.
very old Asian culture. Like she likes watching old Korean K-dramas. And
Cool.
now this, she wants to fully watch Kenshin.
Oh, damn.
Rurouni Kenshin, yes. But yeah, she was watching the fight scene with. She's like, why is he not dying? I was like, oh, he has a backward sword. But yeah, that show was so funny.
And you know, the last duel is one of the few times he takes some damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Kenshin has like a stamina of a horse.
Oh,
And this is the time when you actually see him tired.
yes.
I love I love it when he readies up. Yeah, he's done.
Yeah.
Like he just readies up. And dude, you know when he fights, he has his eyes closed majority of the time.
I did not notice
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Like when he readies up, he has his eyes closed. And when he's fighting, sure, at some points he does have his eyes open. Well, majority of the time he has his eyes closed. I don't know why. I find that cool.
So you and I kind of talked about this briefly in the last video that The Last Samurai, is a romanticized version of the samurai, whereas here it's not as sugar-coated.
No, because one, the Shogunate was horrible.
Yeah.
Like, just think of like, if that kind of mindset was still around today, that would mean like, if I just walked along to the store and some pissed off rich kid with a sword
He could kill you.
wants to take he just wants to take his anger out on you, he can.
Yeah, it's a case system where it's like you're on the bottom, and the shogun.
I'm at the top.
Yeah, samurai shoguns are at the top. Everyone else, you're beneath us.
Yeah, and like it is a fucking messed up kind of hierarchy.
Yeah.
So I could see why they wanted to like. How about a government?
How about a proper? Let's do what the other. Let's kind of copy what the Westerners are trying to do, but make it our own.
Yeah. And yeah, they did not. They did not sugarcoat it. Like majority of the villains in Rurouni Kenshin are samurais who were glorified back in the day and want to go back to the old ways. And yeah, and Kenshin's like, no, broken arm. Dude, going back to the last fight though, where he like messes with the actual sword, but just hits him with the
Scabbard.
and he just breaks this guy's arm and makes it impossible for him to be a swordsman now. What?
Yeah, it's like you can't. For you can't fight with swords
he
now.
was like, oh, I broke your tibial artery or something like that. You cannot wield the sword properly anymore.
Yeah, unless you want to stab yourself, which he does.
Which he does.
Any gripes with this movie?
Any gripes? Yeah. Back to one of the characters, Sonosuke. Like, I like the actor. I like the character's okay here, but in the show, in the anime, the dude was way cooler than this. Here, he was kind of more of like an idiot. He was a little bit too much of an idiot for my liking.
Yeah.
He wasn't like that in the show. Yeah, he's a delinquent, and he's a little bit of a hardhead, but he's not stupid. Here, he's portrayed it, and I don't like it.
Since I haven't seen the anime. I don't have gripes regarding that, and with the movie in general, I really don't have any gripes. Yes, there's some parts that are kind of unbelievable. I question some, but like, again, suspension of disbelief, and it's like, it's real, as you said, realism mixed with a bit of fantasy. So, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I really like the movie, and I'm gonna give this a 10 out of 10. I think it made a strong impression on me.
Dude, just you wait. Just you wait for the second movie, and then the third movie, and then the fourth. Like, it's just up. It's just up. This is like like John Wick's like a perfect trilogy, but like Kenshin's like a perfect quad. What do you call it?
Saga.
But yeah, sure. Yeah, it's a perfect saga.
Is it as? But it doesn't have as many entries as Fast and the Furious. So is it really saga? I don't know what you call it. I was kidding, Joe. I'm sorry, Omar. I said I compared it to Fast and Furious, ladies and gentlemen. He just died on the inside and outside all at once.
Yeah. Okay.
But no, this is no. This is let me backtrack. This is in terms of quality, this is way better than than movies. A lot of the Fast and Furious movies.
Shit, a lot of movies are better than Fast and Furious. Except for Tokyo Drift. Tokyo Drift is better.
And hey, we'll
5 and 6 is also pretty good. But we're not talking about Fast and Furious.
yeah, we'll do it some other time.
What'd you bring up the Fast and Furious?
I mean, you're saying how many entries one franchise has. I was like, you know what has more entries?
I get you.
Yes, you're rating Johor.
Yeah, yeah. I would give it a... I'm sorry, I've been spoiled by the other movies. I'll give this one a 9.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give this one a solid 9. Just because the other movies are just so... they're so good.
On another level.
Another level. Because you get to see more of it. And then the fourth one is, like, for me, the best.
Is that the one that just came out last year? This year?
This year.
Okay.
And, yeah, just characters in general, the metaphors, the messages of the movie, that's what this movie tries to send. And it's not on the nose. Yeah, it's not on the nose. They don't shove it down your throat. You kind of have to listen, read the dialogue, and then you kind of get the message that they're trying to send you.
Okay.
And yeah, this movie's super smart, well written. Actions are amazing. Sometimes a little bit over the top, but yeah, it is really popular. So it's a nice
Okay.
and I really suggest people to start watching Kenshin because, my God, this is like one of the only few anime adaptations to live action.
That is actually good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Like, it is the only one so far.
I mean,
Anime
adaptation.
to live, yeah.
I mean, if you want a good laugh and you want a companion piece with your alcohol, I would always say The Last Airbender. I mean, even Japan tried to do one with Attack on Titan. That didn't turn out so well.
They also did like, what do you call it? Full Metal Alchemist. Wasn't that good either.
And 2017 gave us fucking Ghost in the Shell and Death Note, so... But yeah, let this be an example of how to do it right. If Hollywood or any other movie studio wants to do a live adaptation of any anime or animated shows in general, this is a blueprint, definitely.
Yeah, it is. This is why I didn't watch it when it first came out, because I really thought, oh, it's an anime movie. It's a live action anime movie.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch this because it's too bad. My God, I was wrong. And then now I watch the other movies. I wish I watched the other movies in theaters. And
Same, actually.
yeah.
Because this came out the same year. I think it came out the same year as the first Avengers, and I wish I knew more about it.
A year later.
Yeah.
2013.
Yeah, same time, what came out 2013? Man of Steel came out.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, the movie's fucking amazing. And I really want to touch on the other movies as well, if Enzo's due for that.
We'll do that some other day.
Actually, okay, you know what? Yeah. That's not make sense yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that has been our video on the first Rurouni Kenshin movie. They said we're doing a couple of summer movies in preparation for the 1-year anniversary video we're doing for Ghost of Tsushima. Yay! Finally, a video game we all like equally.
Yeah, I love how you stuttered. That's our host, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
What?
In the second movie, you will see a familiar face.
Is it Jin Sakai?
No. I wish. Oh my God, if Daisuke Sushi was in Rurouni Kenshin, I will know. So wasn't it that one? Was this the 13 Assassins or something like that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One of the actors is in it.
Yeah, he's in the second movie, and it's the hobo guy.
No way. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sometime this year, let's try to do that movie as well. We'll try to do that movie because that movie is amazing. That's really amazing, and it's a remake of a older movie, which is remakes are hit and miss nowadays. But yeah, anyway,
That one was a big ass hit.
yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, the next video, if things go according to plan, is probably Ghost of Tsushima, and we are excited to talk about it. But once again, thanks for watching our videos. As always, please continue to follow safety protocols, wear a mask, social distance, get vaccinated if you can.
At the end, so please,
Yeah,
we're getting here.
yeah, and if you're Filipino and you're watching this, please register to vote too. It's an important thing to do. Come on, if you're a citizen here, come on, fulfill your duty. It's not hard to do. Fulfill your duty as a responsible citizen.
Yeah, yes, please.
All right.
Yo, please like and subscribe. Ring that bell icon if you really like our shit, and comment down some stuff you guys want us to do, or if we're doing good, or anything we can improve on.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
take us away and
alright, that has been it for this video. We'll see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.